How's it going, everyone? We're here to check out the top skins that were submitted to the workshop this week. And if you're new, just so you know what this means, it does not mean all these skins will make it in. Only 8 are chosen by the lead dev Helk every week. So some of these might make it, some might not. And yeah, some might not even be picked from this at all. It just depends. But popping into here, we've got the Dino Kirigumi hoodie and pants. I believe that's how you say it, yes. You got little knee pads that are dinosaur feet. And then it's got a little tail and a ridge of spines and a silly little hoodie to it. So definitely one of those silly sets that people like. Next, we have the Mayhem set. This one's a little more on the rust size. You can see that it is a kind of dark, kind of leather looking set. Lots of little details here and there. You've got, the kind of like rhinestone thing going on, and you've got lots of buttons here and there, lots of zippers. Down on the knee pads, you've got little skull and crossbones. And if we take a look at the hoodie here, there you go. Lots of stitches and stuff. Just kind of fits real nice, and dark sets are always good because they go along with a lot of different colors. Next, we've got something a little more on the bright side. It's the Smiley set by Andre. And yeah, well, it's Smileys. And wait, that one's not a smiley. Hey, name's not accurate. There's a frown on there. But yeah, okay. Anyways, one way or another, everyone. There you go. The Smiley set. Next, we've got some road sign gloves for you, and they're part of the copper set. And we saw the pieces come in, so hey, maybe we'll be getting the road sign gloves with the rest of it to, complete that armor set. That's always nice to see such a thing happen. But is definitely a nice fit to the set. Next, we have a chest piece for you, and it is the legendary chest piece. That's because there is a legendary face mask that was accepted ages ago, and it never got a chest piece. So hey, maybe since we saw that happen to the tempered, there's a chance with it happening with this one here. It'd be definitely cool to see that one happen. Next, we've got our deployables, starting out with some sleeping bags. We've got the Choo Choo sleeping bag right here by Diaz, going with the train theme. Then over here, we've got another sleeping bag for you. It is the festive costume bag, and we've seen a few things pop in from this set, so I wouldn't be surprised if we did see this one pop in this week. Then over here, we've got a box for you, and this one has got a glowing mammoth on it. It's pretty cool looking, and it has a nice little glow at night, which we'll have to show you here shortly. Then next over here, we've got a continuation in the scientific box set with the scientific sulfur ore storage. So there you go with this one. You can see there's a little, sulfur pickaxe, little picture going on there on that side, which is quite nice. And then if we go ahead and take a look at there, you got it on the top as well. Then over here, we've got another box for you in the mosaic set. It's number 4. And it is electrical. Moving along over here, we've got another box for you. This is the graffiti scrap storage box. So there you go. It says scrap in graffiti on it. Then we've got a rug for you, and this one is really cool because it has all these different little Rust characters. This is the Dead Souls rug. You can see the coffee can skulls and the deer helmet and just all the different things going on. I can see a lot of people wanting to post this up in their base. So I could see this potentially doing quite well. Next over here, we've got a reactive target for you, and it is a ducky. And it's just one of those things, you don't see reactive targets too often, and this one is definitely a cute little design. Then we've got doors for you. Starting off over here, we've got a scrappy door for you. This is the Chaos Door by Roto. And yeah, it just kind of has like a very scrapped together look to it, which just fits right into the game. Next over here, we've got a melty door for you. This is the Molten Sheet Metal Door by La Crembe. And as you can see, it looks like a nice kind of like army reinforced door. And then there's just the molten metal coming through the bottom there. Next, we've got a door that's a little more on the silly side. Don't know if this one maybe quite, it might be a little too corny. But hey, I really love the idea of it. This sheet metal door here. And it just looks like a person going through a brick wall. And you just gotta love that humor, right? Then over here we've got another sheet metal door for you. This one is the Eater sheet metal door. And yeah, well, you can kind of see there's an eye and some sharp teeth. Next, we've got another door over here for you. This is the party room sheet metal door. And yeah, the party starts here. You can see there's kind of looks like a, what would you say, a vanity mirror and drawer and so forth. Then over here we have a glowy radiation looking door with a metal laboratory door by Cirque. And you can see behind that lab door there's a hazy guy waiting for you. Last for our sheet metal doors, we've got something that looks quite armored. This is the Clark Work sheet metal door. And yeah, you can see all the gears and so forth and little gauges. Definitely a nice industrial looking door. Then this week we've got one garage door for you. This is the restaurant door by Milo Frito. And as you can see, it says restaurant and open. And it's got that big old juicy neon burger on it with a nice pinstripe awning. Then we've got some armor doors for you. The first one here is the Lost Civilization door by Stabby. You can see that it's got lots of little glowing parts and symbols. Got some cool carvings in it. You can go ahead and take a look at the opposite side. You can see there's completely different design here, which is definitely very cool looking. Then over here we've got the Ice Arctic Army door. Whew, there we go. Ice Arctic Army door. It's got some lights and you can see the little army symbol there. And if we take a look on the back, it says Arctic Army. So there you have that. If we go ahead and kill the lights, you can see it actually has a really cool looking glow to it. Nothing on the backside though, which is quite strange. So yeah, I mean that could be maybe used to advantage depending how you place them in your base. So only a light on the front, definitely different. Then we can see the design here on this one on the back. And then on the front there, we got some glowing eyes. Then you've got the neon restaurant. Our hazy. That mirror. And then you'll see the molten door has some glow. And if we cruise on over to these here, you got your scrap box. And the mosaic. The sulfur ore. And lastly, we've got this little magical mammoth looking box. Alright, next up we've got our tools. Starting off, we've got a sea hammer here for you. It's got all sorts of creatures from the ocean on it. This is the hammer of the deep. You can see there's some clams and snails and sea star all sticking around on this thing. Then we've got another hammer for you. It's a little more on the industrial side. As you'll see here, it has kind of like an eye and a jaw at the front of it. This is the robot head hammer. Definitely a cool little design. Then we've got a rock for you, and this one is the space rock. It comes in two different colors. There's this kind of bluish green aqua one, and then there's a reddish one, which you can check out in the workshop link, which is always down in my description below. Then we've got a hatchet for you here. This hatchet and pickaxe set is called the Art Deco set, and I think you can see why. Definitely has a very cool Art Deco vibe. There, of course, is the matching pick. Nice use of the colors. I think the red and the gold and that kind of aqua green go really well. Then we've got a Jackie for you, and it's part of the comic set. Yeah, and it I like how it has the you know, that noise. It's making the noise right now. See, I don't even need to make it. It's just written on there. Next, we have another jackhammer for you, and this one is modeled after the kind of med syringe and so forth. This is, of course, then called the syringe hammer. So there you have that. Looks like there's quite a bit of blood on it, though, so I don't know if this thing actually has been doing any healing of any sort. Next, we've got a bone club for you, and this one has two faces on it. It is the Twins Bone Club. As you can see, there's an evil twin and a kind of happy, creepy-looking twin. Definitely gotta love that. Then we've got a bow for you, and it's part of the Overgrown collection, it looks like. There we go, you got that nice metallic green with the overgrown roots on it. And we'll go ahead and draw it back here. There you go. Next, we've got an Yoka for you, and this one looks like a lobster or a shrimp. and I believe it is a shrimp. Yep, shrimp pistol is exactly what it's called. So there you go. It is a shrimpish shrimp. Gotta love that. Next, we've got a couple of pistols for you, starting off with this one right here. It is the Noir Python, aptly named. Aim down the sides here, and we'll pop a reload. Next, we've got another Python for you, and as you probably saw this one in the thumbnail, this is the Golden Punisher Python, and it just has this beautiful pattern to it, very nice and shiny. Aiming down the sides here. And let's go ahead and fire off a reload. Next up, we've got an MP5 for you, and it seems to be part of the Berserk set by Vase. So, of course, this is the Berserker MP5. There you go. Aim down the sights here. You've got a red sight against the yellow and the black of the sight there. And there's that reload. Then we've got an AK for you, and this is, of course, part of the Dragon Rage set. So this is the Dragon Rage AR. It's a very clean-cut look with the beautiful golden dragon on it. Aiming down the sights, you've got a red tip. Then we've got one more AK for you. This one has all sorts of little plants growing on it. This is the Abandoned AK-47. It comes in two versions, a stock and stockless one. You can, of course, see the stockless one down in the description. And when you aim down the sights, you've got a very bright-looking neon sight. Does not glow, but is quite bright. Then we've got a very chromed-out LR for you. This one here is the Edged LR by Sill. And, yeah, it's just pretty much kind of like a metallic black and chrome design there. Then you've got chrome versus the black on the sights. And there's that reload. Next, we've got an L9 for you, and this one looks kind of like, well, a railway gun. And, yeah, there you go. And by railways, we mean trains. You can see it actually looks like little train carts on it. You can even see the train track on the back of it there. I think they did a really good job. And, yeah, railway rifle, sniper rifle. I mean, it's funny. It's a play on a name, too, which is great. So, I gotta love that. Aiming down the sights, you can even see this little detail here, even though you probably won't see it much with a scope on, but I just love the little train there. Definitely very creative. Then we've got two rocket launchers for you, starting off with this one, which is, of course, the Black Gold rocket launcher. Very clean, quite nice looking. Aiming down the sights here. And let's go ahead and reload it. And I am really tempted to shoot the horse, but that'd be so mean, and you guys would be so mad at me. So we're just gonna... Oh, we took 2 of the 3 trees down this time. We actually did it. We did it. We've got one more rocket launcher, like I said, so we'll go ahead and just grab it right there. And this one is a little more on the rusty crusty side. This is the Pickled rocket launcher, and if you can't tell, the whole thing looks like a nasty old pickle. And yeah, you gotta love that. It's just hilarious. So, boom. There you go. We'll go ahead and pop a rocket into it. And let's see if we can't take out that last tree, huh? Nope. Still had some more health, I think. But that does, everyone. Sound off in the comment section below which ones you're hoping to see make it in the most. And tune back in on Thursday to see which ones actually do. Thanks for watching, everyone. Thank you for your support every week. And stay rusty.